finally got some big movie news that can actually make a video. I've had some mini movie news. If you like to see like some smaller movie news videos, check those out on my second review channel, Chan Reviews More. Check that out. But let's talk about some stuff. First off, we got a trailer for a movie that's coming to Netflix, and now we have a date and a trailer. This is Arlo the Alligator, which this is an animated musical film. I see a lot of people confusing this as a series, and it does look similar to a lot of Netflix original series, but it's not a series. It's a movie. It's going to be a series as a spin-off off of this movie. We'll see how that turns out, but just from the trailer, I was already excited about it from the one promotional image about. Also, we don't get a lot of animated musicals that are not from Disney, so we don't see a lot of different takes on that sort of thing. So this is a different take. It's being made by Netflix. It looks beautiful. It looks very expressive. The animation looks gorgeous. The music, get a little bit of hints of that. Sounds okay. I don't, I'd have to see the movie to really judge the music more. But yeah, I definitely am excited about this. Then we got an announcement, further info on the King of the Hill revival. Now, this is still just in talks. They're saying it's a reboot or revival, whatever. I don't know what's going on with this. Here's what I want to say. I don't know how they're going to... It could work, but you really, really have to do a really dang good job. There are a lot of people that consider King of the Hill as one of the greatest animated shows ever made. I am one of those people too. I love King of the Hill. I've watched that show so many times. It is so well made and well crafted and had so much love put into it. And it's kind of hard to do a revival. Luann, her voice actress, Brittany Murphy, died tragically, and it was very sad. And there's just a lot of things that could go wrong with this. And Mike Judge is already working on stuff for MTV, Paramount, aka working on Beavis and Butthead movies and revival series and a Daria revival series. Even though he wasn't too heavily involved in it, he's somewhat involved with it, I guess. So he is busy, and so how is he gonna make all these revivals? And I was hoping he would go back to making movies. He's directed he directed Office Space and some other stuff, but I guess he's not doing that. And it's unfortunate. Now he's working on nothing but revivals. And it's kind of like, well, can we see something different? Because I'd like to see something different. I like King of the Hill. I would like a revival if you do it right, anyways. But it'd have to be Bobby older, and they'd have to get a really dang good new Luann voice, because it's really hard to replicate Brittany Murphy. You'd have to do a lot, and I don't know how well it's going to work out, but it could work out, but I just don't know how well. Nimona. This was a Blue Sky film that, of course, when they shut down, was moved. Now people are still theorizing that Disney canceled it because of the gay subject matter, or the LGBTQ subject matter, and we still don't have any confirmation. So the best bet to say is still question it, but don't get mad at Disney, because we don't know why that's why this film was canceled. And they said that they tried to shop it around, and it's not possible to finish the film, which is very unfortunate, because 10 minutes away from this film being completed should have happened, but it's not happening. And I'm curious as if they had shopped around to Netflix. They didn't really mention any studios. So did they shop? And it's also, is it Disney's fault? Is Disney not letting them make this film? Not in the sense hey, they're shopping this around, and Disney saying, sorry, you guys can't do that. So I don't know. I Is Disney causing too many complications? What's going on? We don't know. I think they're being very secretive for a good reason, because I think that it's whatever is going on puts Disney in a pretty ugly light, and they don't like that. And you know what? I really do think they canceled this film because of the LGBTQ themes. Disney has been known to do a thing called queer baiting with their movies, where they say, hey, we got a gay character in this movie, and you see him only for a minute, and it's a disgusting behavior. Disney does not care about this community. They've never cared about this community, this group of people, but they pretend that they do just so they can get your money. And it's a pretty disgusting behavior from any company, from anyone, and they get away with it because people are so desperate for representation, which is so sad, but it's true. And yeah, that's what's happening. So yeah, that's happening. Ace Ventura is now in the works at Amazon with Jim Carrey and the writers of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not excited for an Ace Ventura 3. First of all, Ace Ventura 1 and 2 are fine movies. I think they're funny. I enjoy them. But they're kind of racially insensitive. The first one was okay, but the second one was very racially insensitive. Jim Carrey was actually so afraid because of the subplot with the indigenous people in that movie that it wouldn't get released. So I feel like it's awkward releasing a movie that's a sequel to movies that are racially insensitive in a time where people flip a lid about anything that's mildly racially insensitive, or not even racially insensitive, but could come across that way. So it's kind of like, yeah, I don't want this. I guess we'll see what happens, but it's just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. And then we got the announcement that the Boondocks, which, we had previously heard was picked up for some specials, and a 2-season reboot on HBO Max is now coming 2022, which I don't know what's going on with the delays, but I just hope that this means we're going to get a better show, is what I hope that means, right? Because, delays are natural in the animation industry. If it means that we're going to get a better show, I'm okay with that. If they need more time to work on it and make it better, fine. We'll see what happens. But yeah. DreamWorks announced that they're finally going forward with the Puss in Boots sequel coming 2022 in September. Personally, I don't think this is going to happen till 2023, but okay. Puss in Boots. I like the Shrek movies significantly more, excluding the third one. I like the fourth one a lot, but Shrek, Puss in Boots is a fine spinoff, but I think it's just very forgettable, and I haven't rewatched it that much. I forget what happens in the movie because it isn't that memorable of a film. And yeah, I mean, it always didn't make sense why they didn't make a sequel, but they didn't, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's happening. It seems like DreamWorks is not trying as hard to make original films anymore. They're really just trying to hammer it down and make sequels. And that's probably because they're owned by the same scumbag who owns Illumination. And they're trying to kind of make them like Illumination, where they're making really cheap movies and really lazy movies. And they're trying to also milk all their movies for what they're worth. And I think DreamWorks tries a little bit harder than Illumination. I would say, actually, a lot harder, but it's still like, you're still making garbage like The Boss Baby and Captain Underpants, I mean, Captain Underpants, I know some people like it, and I think it has some charm to it, but it's kind of like, that's not really some of the best of DreamWorks catalog. It just isn't. I don't know. I mean, it's not like DreamWorks never made garbage before, but it seems like now they're just not trying as hard as it used to be. But then they also announced the movie The Bad Guys is also still coming 2022, which is based on the book The Bad Guys, which I've never read. It's a children's book, so it's before my time. But that's a film that's coming 2022. kind of more curious about Puss in Boots. We'll see how that happens. But yeah, I don't know. But Zack Snyder also came out this week and revealed some of his plans for Justice League, the Snyder Cut. So this will have some spoilers for the Snyder Cut. If you don't want to hear that, turn off the video now. He revealed that basically, if you watch the Snyder Cut, there's hints that Lois Lane was pregnant with a child, and his original plan for Justice League 2 was that, or his plan for Batman was that he would die, and then Clark Kent and Lois Lane's son would become the new Batman, which sounds terribly awful. Here's the thing about Zack Snyder is he's got a vision for what he wants to do, but he doesn't have a love for these characters and understanding of how to make them work, and I think that's what made him fail over Marvel. Marvel has an understanding and love of these characters. They know how to make them work. Even if I don't always like Marvel's choices and what they do with the characters, you can tell there's like a love and care for some of these characters and what they do with them. So I think it's just kind of, when you watch this, it looks it's a pretty disgusting behavior, and I just think, no. That's just, no. But overall, I think I am interested to see if we do get anything out of the Snyder Cut, because I don't really think it will happen. I think Warner Brothers is so dead set on not making it happen. You saw the way they promoted the Snyder Cut. It was kind of bullcrap, but I understand why, because I wouldn't want to support this movie either. It's just, I don't know. It's just a mess of things that just should have never happened, and it happened, and here we are, and congratulations, everybody. We suck. And that's all the movie news for the week. I know there was a lot I kind of crammed into this video, but there was a lot I wanted to talk about, a lot I was excited about, a lot I wasn't excited about, a lot of stuff I had thoughts on. So let me know what you thought. If I missed anything down in, leave it down in the comments below. Let me know. Like, share, and subscribe. Do all that, and I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, I didn't talk about OKKO because I don't really care too much. I think it is sad that that show ended, but whatever.